Did you have a dream job or something you wanted to be when growing up or while growing up?
I dabbled in a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Roofing, siding, man's work, women's work. My calling was being a home health aide, being a nurse's aide,
Okay.
taking care of people.
Right. Right.
So, that's what I did for the majority of my life until I hit menopause.
Really?
And then menopause said, nope, Dawn, you don't have the patience anymore.
The patience anymore.
Or the understanding or the want to understand.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't there to my clients, and so I took up truck driving.
Really?
Yeah, because my mouth, that's where it was.
Yeah, truck driving, yeah.
So, but I've always been a man and a woman.
Right.
Always had to protect my siblings, either from my parents or from their peers.
Right.
So,
Right.
yes, I've always been a protector.
Right. Okay. Who were the people that influenced you most in your younger years?
Good question, because if it hadn't have been for these people, God only knows where I'd be today. What
Right.
kind of person I would be today.
Right.
There was a lady, Mrs. Dwyer or Dwallaby, I can't remember. One of them was a good person, one of them was a bad person, but she was an elderly woman, and she just loved me, and she was at the children's shelter.
Right.
So I know there were good people. And okay, the ones who made a big impact in my life was a caseworker. Excuse me, I have a lung disease
That's okay.
because of that. So don't feel sorry, self-inflicted. God gave me a lot of clients that had lung problems because of smoking.
I got it.
And it was his way of saying, Dawn, this is what's going to happen to you. Okay, Tony. First it was Beth Lewis.
Okay.
And we can put her name out there. I don't know, I have not seen her since, but she was a caseworker who actually cared where I was going to be placed.
Right.
So she'd have me go check this place out, and she'd take me to check this place out, and that's where the Charlton School for Girls came in. There I could have my dog, and, whatever. And it wasn't a bad place. A lot of bad things happened there, though, but not to me.
Right.
So that told me she cared. So there are people out there who cared.
Right.
And then she had to go. So she handpicked the next one, my next worker, which was Toni Norton,
Right.
a female. And even today, I don't know if she's still around now, but I bumped into her many times through my life and let her know that she played a very important part in my life.
Right.
She cared. Any activity that was going on in that institution, she would bring her husband and her child.
Yeah, she
She made me feel a part.
Yeah.
So, yes, I will love her and appreciate her for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's because of her and Beth. They made me the compassionate person. I didn't become a cold-hearted bitch.
Right.
So yes, those were the two most important people in my life. And then there was my Aunt Gwen, but she's the one who turned me on to a lot of drugs too.
So
She was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so how was life different back then compared to how it is now?
Oh my gosh, honey. It's more scarier now than it was back then.
Really?
I was a hitchhiker. I wasn't afraid to hitchhike. I wasn't worried about somebody picking me up and wanting to kill me or whatever, do terrible things to me, like they do now.
Yeah.
Um,
So would you say it's just like overall like more dangerous
Today.
today? Is
Well,
more
you know
dangerous?
why? Because of technology.
Yeah.
It probably was that bad back then. I just didn't know.
Yeah. Back then.
Right. I don't know. I was a hippie.
Yeah.
I was a hippie. And I
Being
had some
outside.
fun. Loved my concerts, going to concerts. Um, things are pretty much the same. Believe it or not, it's just you're more aware of what's happening more now than you did then.
Back then.
Right. But I've been around to listen to other people's stories
Right.
and say, wow, I mean, some of the elderly people that I've taken care of blow me away.
Really?
Yeah, I want to talk about life. Ben Heckman, him and his dad started a egg business. They raised chickens, and they used to take their horse and buggy, fill it up with their eggs, and go and sell.
Wow. And
Yeah.
that's how they got it started, was just
Right.
based off of that.
Yeah,
That's good.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
that is good.
I got quite the education. So I was living through other people, like you, like what you're doing now. This is good,
Yeah.
but I'm sure you'll find more interesting people.
No, it's no. But yeah, one of the other things I wanted to say is, what are some of the biggest changes you've seen in the world during your lifetime?
Oh, technology, of course. People are the same. I've been all over the place, and you're gonna just different people, but they're pretty much the same.
Really, just the whole how people are, and nothing's
Yeah,
really changed. It's
yeah,
kind of like the
yeah.
same.
It's just a different face, just the same personality. Just, technology, microwave when that came out. Cable
Microwave?
TV,
color or
cable,
cable.
where we didn't have to get up and switch only 3 stations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh my God, what else? Oh yes, the microwave. Love that.
Yeah, the microwave.
Yes.
Because it was just more of like stove. Was it stove
Yes.
top?
Or the oven. You're gonna warm up your food, right?
Yeah, of
In
course.
the oven, yeah. So when the microwave came out, yay, I like that.
Just a quick heat up instead of having to wait to heat up something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Watching the different cars, the way they have progressed,
Yeah.
more
Like the whole.
fancier. I don't know. Just technology.
Overall, the
Yeah.
technology
And-
and just how like everything's evolving with and
Yes.
getting better. The
Well, I'm not gonna say it's getting better.
right.
Some things I see are getting worse.
Really.
Communication.
Yes, yeah, I say like talking to people. I feel like is a lot worse than some because I feel like people's communication skills are being like it's more lacking. Yeah, it's all texting, and plus I don't think people can really talk to people in person as how they were like back then.
You,
You know,
had no choice
Yeah,
but
you
to
had to.
interact with each other.
face to face.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would for sure say that too because communication has gotten worse.
And,
I feel.
even in businesses, it's just terrible. It's
Yeah.
awful. I'm just so disgusted with people.
Yeah.
People who are in authority figures, they're just as. Which is probably one of the reasons why I never kept a job for more than a year.
It's just how, like you said, people in companies are just like in the workforce. Is what
Mhm.
you're saying.
Yeah, you can't find a real person. Not everybody is a phony.
Everybody puts on like an image
An
that
air
isn't.
about themselves, and eventually you're going to let the real you come out.
Yeah,
So
eventually.
why even pretend?
Yeah,
You know,
eventually.
and that's how I am. I'm a straightforward person. What you see is what you get. And now, as nice, but some people take kindness as a weakness.
Yeah, they do.
And they did that with me for a long time. And that just brings out the person that I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't want that person in my life.
Yeah.
You know, the miserable, gotta fight. I don't want to fight,
Yeah.
but I will if I have to.
Right.
And I don't want to. I'm tired. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. Kind of people bring that out of you, is what you're saying.
Right. They push it to the point where you gotta defend, and I don't want to have to defend.
All the
You know, I accept people for who and what they are. You know? Don't try to change me, and I'm certainly not going to try to change you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can share some experiences. Please don't do drugs. It's not worth it. Don't do drugs. Do not get into the alcohol
Right.
where you feel that you need to have that to make yourself feel better. Don't. It will destroy your life. You can be a functioning alcoholic or a non-functioning alcoholic. But why? Reality is what you make it, believe it or not. Life is what you are going to make it.
Right.
Now, whatever you want to live, that's your choice. And if somebody's going to take you in a different direction that you don't want to go, you got to let that person go.
Yeah. Make a change.
That's right. And that was hard for me to do, to let people go.
Yeah.
But that was my son's father. I finally realized I don't need it anymore. I felt I deserved everything I got from him.
Right.
Well, that's because I was married to my daughter's father, who was in prison.
Right.
In fact, we got married in the Rensselaer County Jail. I was 8 months pregnant. Or 7 months, 6 or 7 months out. Yeah, and he was living with somebody. You know, he was in a relationship, and we ended up together. So, if you ever have a relationship where she's involved with somebody else and she's seeing you on the side, and then you end up together, it's not going to last.
Yeah, because she could be doing that with
That's
somebody.
exactly right. You don't know, and that's always going to be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, and it's not good mentally, or it's not something that is healthy for
It's
you.
not helpful at all. And you're actually hurting the other person. You don't know them, but
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Were there any major events in history that impacted you personally?
that affected me personally, no.
No.
Not personally, no.
How many kids do you have, and what was it like? I think you pretty much already answered this
I
question.
have 2 children. I've had 1 abortion. My second child, he was 2 months early, and he sick. He was a sick boy. But I got pregnant right after him, so I would have had another kid in less than 11 months, in less than a year. Can you imagine?
Right.
Back to back. And my body couldn't handle it, so I couldn't. And that was a little devastating for me, having an abortion, because I don't believe in it. But then I was told I couldn't have kids.
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then when I was told I was pregnant with my daughter, I was devastated. I never wanted kids, much less ever get married. You know, I mean, any relationship I ever saw growing up was dysfunctional,
Yeah.
and it was horrible. I didn't want that life, but I ended up having that life. But yes, I have 2 children. My daughter, who just turned 44 the other day, on the 6th, and my son is 38.
Okay. What's some things your kids have taught you over the years?
They were much better than me. And my mom always said, I hope you have kids worse than you.
Wow.
God blessed me, I'll tell you. Not that they didn't, you know, they're typical kids. They were typical. They did what normal kids do. And it was hard for me to discipline because, you know, we were beaten.
Yeah, growing up, you're
Right,
the
and
type
I
of
was not going
discipline.
to do that to my children.
Right. Right. Okay.
So I needed counseling on how to discipline my kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because what you were growing up to, it was a lot different than how like people are like this day
Not
and age.
really.
Really?
Believe it or not, I have met. There are still parents out there who just don't care about their kids.
Really?
That yes, they abuse them, they use them, they sell them. It's really no. That's like I said. Things aren't much different. Just what's different is we are more aware of these things happening than we knew back then. Because we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
So maybe social media might be a good thing. I don't know. You're more aware of these monsters out there. And half of these monsters don't even look like monsters.
Yeah. That's why you have to be aware. 'Cause
Yes,
it can be anybody.
that's right. Especially those sweet talking little assholes. You know, they're trying to sell you something. I can't stand them people. I just want you to be real with me. That's all.
Yeah, just be
Don't-
honest.
It really, that's all. Oh, don't sweetheart and
Yeah. If you could give advice to a new parent today, what would it be?
Oh, be patient and try to remember what you were like as a child,
Right.
because your kid is gonna test you. Yes, but teenage years, that's when you gotta actually kind of sit back and hope and pray they will come to you and talk to you, because then teenagers think they know everything. Of course I did. And I
Yeah.
was only 10 at the time, but I'm telling you.
As
yep,
the years
couldn't-
get older, it was more of them kind of thinking that they could be on their own.
Exactly. They're all grown up. And really, you're just not even at 19. I truly believe that you're fully mature when you're in your 30s.
Really?
Yes.
You think, like, you're saying, like, 30 years old, you're, like, more of in a mindset of, like, okay, you're more mature of, like, knowing like,
Yes.
certain things.
Yes. Yes. You've experienced some things. Yes. Honestly, anybody I've ever known, definitely. And it was the late 30s for me.
For real?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
That makes sense. What are you most proud of when you think about your children?
I am proud of the fact that my daughter is a very smart woman who could have been anything that she wanted to be. Her IQ was up there, which is surprising because I'm a duh. And her dad, he was smart, but he was a drunk.
Right.
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot to be proud of my daughter for, because right now she's something. She has that post-traumatic stress things, you know, and not that she was in the service or anything. Her war was at home.
Right.
You know, she was drinking one night and was walking home up on this, you know, crossing the
Street.
tracks, and these guys attacked her. So, and I had a real hard time understanding, because she won't leave the house. She gets these panic attacks that just freak me right out.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to understand, because I felt what I went through was was devastating. But look at me, you know, I'm living, going on with my life. But she just she can't, and she won't, and I don't know how to help. so my husband is taking care of her. Now my son, I'm proud of the fact that he tried to have a career in the MMA.
Fighter.
Yes, he was very good at it. And because, when he was born, he was 2 months early and he had pneumonia on top of lungs that weren't even developed yet, fully
Right.
developed. So he was a fighter from the get-go.
Yeah.
First 5 years of his life, he was in and out of the hospital.
Right.
So, but he grew up to be a decent man. He's at that stage where he thinks he knows everything. He knows the right from the wrong and how to raise a kid. And he resents me for having his father as his father. Not that he doesn't love his dad. He loves his dad. He just, big time alcoholic.
Right.
He was what you call a functioning alcoholic.
Functioning alcohol.
Yep, work. Go to work. With that
Oh.
40 ounce of beer, drink before he gets to work, drink during work.
Oh, I
after
see what
work.
you're saying. Okay.
But he made money, but he blew it,
Right.
on drugs and alcohol. So, but my son, he has one daughter from a previous relationship, and he's with a woman now who has 4 children of her own.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm impressed, and he loves these kids.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing,
Yes,
especially
yes.
having to bring somebody else's kids.
Right,
taking
and
care.
especially when these kids have their own dad that's still in their life.
Yeah.
They go and visit and whatever. Her oldest, she's what, 20 now? When she was about 18. When she was 16, or 17, her mother's mother died. She was killed on her birthday when she was on her way to go get her for her birthday party. And she was giving her a hard time. And then an 18-wheeler took her out. So she was a very smart young lady, is a very smart young lady, was on the dean's list in school, graduated high school for drugs.
Right.
And then she got into the fentanyl. So my son found her dead. And he brought her back. But that was very devastating to him.
Yeah.
And she had 3 other little ones at the house, This is a child that's a bad influence. But I don't know. She's back home now. She was in a rehab. She keeps relapsing, but mom isn't going to give up on her, nor should she.
Yeah.
But he's scared to death.
Yeah, especially finding her like that.
It scared him. It scared him terribly.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of the way he handled it. And he doesn't do the MMA thing no more. And he was into the drugs. He never thought he'd live to be as old as he is. And that scared me. He was selling drugs. And he told me, man, I've seen you like no fucking man. He said a man is out there working his ass off, coming home all hot and sweaty. You sell drugs. That's not a man.
Right.
He's a man. He works. Doesn't sell drugs anymore.
That's good. What were some of the? I think you, like I said, some of these you kind of answered like throughout. But what were some of the biggest challenges you faced in life?
Ooh, living. Surviving. Raising my kids and hope they become good human beings. Yep, that was the tough. Just trying to survive.
Trying to survive. Okay. How did you find the strength to get through difficult times?
God. Every time I've tried to end my life, he'd said, no, you're not done. You still have work to do.
Yeah. Have you ever made a mistake that taught you something valuable?
Oh, many, many. And I'm grateful for those mistakes. Honestly.
Really?
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know.
Right. Because it taught you something. is what
That's
you're
right.
saying. It taught
Yes.
you something.
To me, everything is a learning experience.
Yeah.
People who come into your life you're going to learn something from them.
Yeah.
You're going to get something out of it, good or bad. And I prefer to make something good
Yeah.
out of bad.
Yeah, not bad. For sure good. Yeah. If you could go back and give your younger self advice, what would you say?
Oh, I don't ever want to go back. I'm sorry. That's an answer I can't give you. I don't ever want to have to live that life again.
Yeah.
Despite everything, I think I turned out okay.
Right.
And it was because of all those experiences that made me who I am today.
That's made
Good
you.
and bad.
Made
That's
you
right.
who you are.
I care. I feel. I feel when somebody is in pain.
Right.
That few days I saw you
Yeah.
made me so. I hurt for you so bad. I don't know what was going on, but I felt it was in here.
Yeah. Those days, yeah. When you said that to me, I was, like I said, like when you said like God brings people into your life, I felt like that was for sure a sign. 'Cause it was, when you said it to me, it was kind of like, it was just crazy because I never said anything about it, and you came up to me about it, and I was
so
like,
concerned.
wow.
You've always been very respectful,
Yeah.
very polite. I like you. I like your dad.
Yeah.
You know, you're good people as far as I'm concerned. What I can feel, and I can tell if there's a bad person.
Yeah.
All right, it may take me a little bit, but I get it.
Yeah.
Okay? I know when somebody's real and when they're not. So, and I am drawn to you. And then when I saw you hurting, I didn't want to get into your business, but I still wanted to give you a hug and say it's going to be all right. And just take this pain and make something good out of it. Which, you know, if we didn't have that pain, we would go through life thinking that, you know, everything's all hunky-dory.
Yeah.
You
It would be
know,
okay.
that's right, and we just don't care about what the other person is feeling. You know, you get a customer that comes in and you just think they're miserable human beings. Well, you don't know what's going on in their personal life.
Yeah.
So, and me, okay, so I'm gonna make up a story. Oh, something bad must have really happened. you know?
Yeah.
So I'm more compassionate and understanding to these people.
Yeah, coming in and already having feeling something like a bad way, or just coming in with bad energy.
Exactly. You know, you get your mean, nasty people out there that just like to be mean and nasty.
Yeah.
But then there are people that actually have reasons. I was working at the Goodwill one time, and this lady come in, and she was I thought she was trying to get over on me, and that wasn't happening. So, after she left, after she's threatening to kick my ass and this and that, whatever, and I'm telling my boss here I'm going out for a cigarette break. Well, this girl that I was working with knew this girl and told me what happened. She watched her son get killed, ran over. So can you imagine?
How she's feeling.
She's angry. She's going to be angry for a very long time. So when I went out there, you know, she's yelling at me, and I'm telling her, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm sorry. I'm the asshole. And from then on, I don't attack people anymore because I think they're an asshole.
Yeah, because you may never know why that
You
person
have
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You may never know because they might have had a bad day, and they're just like putting that energy or just being that way from that and just trying to put it on you. Yeah.
Right.
Are there any decisions you made different? You wish you had made differently growing up?
Absolutely. one girl in school because everybody else was picking on her. I thought, okay, why not? And I took some gum and I put it in her mouth. Well, it took that one time to make me realize that's not who I am. I never felt worse in my life. I mean, that I couldn't sleep. In fact, even later on in life, I found her and told her how sorry I was to have done that, but she took it okay. You know, because she was different. She didn't have all of her fingers. She didn't have all of her toes. You know, she was deformed.
She was
And that
different.
wasn't her fault. It was the way God made her.
Right.
So, you know, just because everybody else is a dick doesn't mean you gotta be one too.
Right.
And that's how I raise my kids. Do not be a bully. You look out for the kids that are being bullied and you bully the bully if you're going to be
Yeah.
a bully.
Yes, if you want to be a bully the person
That's
doing
right,
the
that's
bullying.
right. That's hurting the other people.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. What's one opportunity you wish you had taken?
Education,
Really?
honest to God. I wish I had taken my education more seriously.
Like going to college or just overall
finishing
going to school?
I dropped out in the 11th, 10th, 11th grade for the third year, repeating it. So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm 18 now in school and I don't need to be here anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I wish I had taken my education more seriously. And I said I never would have. And smoking, I wish I had given that up when I had the opportunity.
That's not bad. If you could relive a day in your life, which day would you choose and why?
You're gonna have to give me some time to think about that. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Wow. Again, you know, why go back?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
try to go
yeah.
forward.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can't live in the past.
No,
You gotta live.
no. So, and I feel like I said, I don't regret. You know, I take everything as a learning experience, and that's what helps shape you into the person you become.
Yeah, all the learning.
Oh,
experience.
that's right.
All learning.
That's
experience.
You have a life to live there,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have some hurts. But that's what's gonna make you stronger, more emotionally stronger, and more understanding when you come across somebody who is going through something.
Right. More understanding. What do you want people to remember most about you?
That I care. And that I care about the human being. These guys, they live their life. They don't interact with other people. Now me, you know me.
Yeah.
Well,
That you care.
yes, I care. You know, and like we're over here, I don't know if you remember Rita.
I don't think I remember.
Yes, she was. But, you know, when people, you know, I mean, she was a mess. But she's an alcoholic.
It's very true.
You know, and I can't help anybody unless they're willing to help themselves.
Right. I mean,
So that's when you
can't-
gotta just,
Yeah, you
sorry.
can't help somebody that's not willing to
right,
take
so
that step
you're,
forward.
you're disrupting my life, you're putting negativity in there, and I don't need it and I don't want it.
Right.
And I can't help you. So you gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel bad, but I mean, I'm there. If you need somebody to talk to, I will talk to you, but you and I are not going to be friends. That's what I've had to get. I'm the straightforward person.
Right. Honest. Honest
Yes,
person.
yes, I'm very honest. One thing I am is a very honest person. I will tell you the truth, or I'll tell you it's none of your business.
Right. Correct. What's one piece of advice you hope future generations never forget?
Oh, stay off the drugs. Do not do drugs. actually listen to other people's experiences. And I'm not talking about, I mean, go in the environment where
Right.
these people live, you know. And some people say, oh, do you have a choice? Yes, you do. You have a choice.
Right.
It's up to you.
I'm making that choice.
That's right. You are the only one who can make it different. And if that means you gotta let certain people go that you don't want to, but you have to. Because they're dragging you down. They're gonna take you right along with them, right into the ground.
Right, because they don't want to do it alone. They'd rather do it with somebody else.
Misery loves company.
Right.
And I'm not that person. My misery stays to me. So if you don't see me out here very often, that's because I'm in my room dwelling on there, which is a nice, lovely thing. But it's nice to have somebody you can talk to.
Oh yeah, all the time.
You know, don't be surprised if I come over there. It's like, oh, come on, whip out your phone.
Yeah, of course. I'm always down to talk. Of course, because it's a good thing to speak your mind. Just talking to somebody is also always good. If there's
Yeah.
anything just uplifting that weight, like if there's even like a situation just uplifting that weight and just talking about it, it'll make you lighter and just
Yep.
feel like
Yep.
you'll bring peace and make everything better when talking about it than just holding it in.
I'm telling you, it feels good when you know you've helped somebody. And that's what makes me. Because they ask, why do you do these things? Like I brought a dresser here for James. He was telling me one day he didn't have a dresser, he would love to have a dresser. So I brought a dresser. And he didn't take it. But
Oh, the one that was sitting right there? Okay.
yes. Okay, got beat up a little bit on the ride back here. But the guys down here, they took it. So, you know, and I like to give.
Yeah.
Whether you deserve it or not. You know, God put you here to me, and God knows me.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, God obviously wants me to help you in some way. So,
That's good. If you could sum up your life in a few words, what would they be?
chaotic, crazy, exciting, terrifying. But no, I don't regret anything. Really. I mean, some things I know that I should, but then, you know, the things that I should help me be who I am.
Yeah.
So don't ever do that again, Dawn.
That's good.
No, you know, because I used to, at the end of the night, I used to go to bed, and I am one of those people who can't sleep if she feels like she hurt somebody. If I feel I hurt, because I'll go back and reevaluate what I said that day, who did I, you know, if I hurt somebody that day, and yeah, that bothers me if I hurt somebody.
Yeah. 'Cause
And
that
sometimes I
feeling's
do
sometimes-
because I'm a disgustingly honest person. And then I gotta go back like my kids. My son tells me, Mom, can't you be just a little nicer? But, you know, put it in a better way. I don't know how. I just know that if I do try to make it a different way, there could be a misunderstanding. I don't want no one misunderstanding. So if you're straightforward, there's no misunderstanding.
Right.
All right, so did I help you at all?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, you did. I learned a lot about you and just hearing your story overall. Like even without this, just learning about you, you know, like coming over here and just sitting down and learning more about just, you know, us being neighbors. I for sure learned a lot more. You know, how you are as a person, you coming up, like your intentions and just things like that. I'm pretty sure I learned a lot, you know.
Well, I care. I actually care. I like animals much better than I like people. But there's good people out